WarioWare is back. After a couple years away, Wario and friends are back at it again with their manic micro games. WarioWare has been one of my favorite video game franchises from Nintendo, and I'm so excited that Nintendo Switch finally has a WarioWare game. So let's go ahead and talk about WarioWare Get It Together. The entire team of WarioWare has been sucked into the new video game system Wario has been creating. You must go through a series of microgames and defeat the bugs in the system to escape the game device and return to the real world. The art style of WarioWare games changes ever so much. Sometimes it's a color palette, or the look of some characters, or maybe even the addition of voice acting, as seen in the last WarioWare game. Get It Together has a fun art style, with each story cutscene highlighting the main character and the theme of the microgames they have. Once the characters find themselves in a video game system, they have a new 3D chibi-like design, and they are great. At first, I thought they looked kind of weird, but I can almost see this as a close comparison to the original Pokemon games, where they are in chibi form compared to the actual art and anime. WarioWare Get It Together has its iconic micro minigames. However, there is a new spin on the microgames this time around. Each member of WarioWare has a specific playstyle. For example, Wario has a jetpack and a shoulder thrust ability to maneuver around. Another character, like 9V, would ride a skateboard from left to right and toss his yo-yo using the A button. Each character has an entirely different playstyle, and it tries to flesh out other challenges minigames might have. Where Wario can move left to right to complete a minigame, somebody else may have to tackle it entirely different. After you complete the main story, there are many bonus games available to play. And you can even spend money you make after completing microgames in the story to buy items and give them to characters. There is a customization mode to model the characters how you see fit. However, it's purely cosmetic, and I didn't find that much interest in it. There's also unlockable artwork for each character, which in my opinion is well worth it, even if it's only a little bit. I just love that stuff. Now we get to the negatives. So this is where WarioWare Get It Together starts to show itself in terms of replayability. I love WarioWare. I've played every single game, and it's one of my favorite Nintendo franchises. However, this WarioWare felt very, simple? There's a coin-based system. By completing levels, you get money. So even if you run out of lives, you can pay a small fee to jump right back into the action. Back in the older WarioWares, it was game over for that mission. You had to make sure you knew your way around every micro game, and the payoff was that much better once you beat the boss. I also think that you get to play these actual characters, and in concept, that's a really cool idea. Still, characters like 9V, who usually are my favorite because he's based on Nintendo microgames, just how he plays, it's not as fun as somebody like Wario or Mona, for example. You build a team of characters, and these characters are the gameplay of the micro levels you are about to play instead of just the theme you can expect from them in a traditional WarioWare game. Ultimately, I believe what I'm trying to get at is it's a cool idea to play as the characters in the micro games. However, I still prefer the traditional WarioWare concept of Wario will have this themed levels, 9V will have Nintendo themed levels, Jimmy will have some sort of athletic levels. I would rather have those come back and we play them using buttons, tilt controls, something with the Joy-Con. I would much rather have that than this concept we have with WarioWare Get It Together. In conclusion, WarioWare Get It Together in one way has me happy. I'm excited that the Switch finally got a WarioWare game. But after playing this game, the story took only a handful of hours and the bonus content didn't have me itching to stay. As a fan of the series, this game feels like a step back in a way. I understand that what they were going for, but it just didn't hit that fun factor I usually have while playing a WarioWare game. Don't get me wrong, it's fun, but the gameplay and making the WarioWare cast themselves playable just doesn't connect as well as it should. Upon the first revealing of the game, I thought it was a strange step to take the WarioWare series, and Get It Together feels like out of all of the series can offer, this is one of the lower games I would recommend. I will repeat it, I'm so happy WarioWare is on Switch, and that just means the series will get that much more exposure. But in my opinion, games like the classic Game Boy Advance WarioWare titles, or even the second most recent release, which was WarioWare Gold, is an excellent time for anyone interested in the series. What I'm trying to say is, if you're new to the series, you can check out Get It Together, but I think you'll have a much better time going into the older WarioWare games and then enjoying those. Get It Together is a cool experience. I'm happy that there's a new WarioWare game. However, this game really feels like it misses the mark. So that is it for my video review of WarioWare Get It Together. Please let me know in the comments down below what you thought about this game, if you're picking it up, if you bought it, what other games you are playing currently. I love hearing that kind of stuff from my viewers. So as always, if you're trying to find content for me outside of YouTube, I am also on Instagram at WenzReviewz, where you can find me posting stuff about video games, about my YouTube channel, and I also have a small series that's exclusive to Instagram currently called A Conversation with Wenz, where it's me talking about random video game subjects and topics. This weekend I'm planning on making a Nintendo Direct, A Conversation with Wenz, so you can look forward to that there. But as always, my name is Brandon, and I will see you all next time.